didn't record. So this time I'm going to do it with the separate microphone. Hopefully that works. Alright, so first what you want to do is find the article you're looking for that you want to put Visual Insight into. So for this one, I did this demo yesterday. I'll just do the same article. So for Devonta Freeman, his rushing yards and all those statistics, I want to put a Visual Insight for that, just to give some more visuals for that. So we'll go into the Visual Insight Studio, click on NFL, and then we'll go, they're playing this Sunday, and they're playing against Minnesota, so there's the game there. And then we can go into the player cards to find Devonta Freeman, and then there he is. So we'll click on next. And those are all his season stats right there. And then you click this save to desktop button there, because that'll just get you the image that you need. And then it pops in your downloads. So for me, I'm on Google Chrome. It'll collect there wherever your downloads go. When you download anything on your computer is where the image will go. So what I usually do is I take that image and I just drag it to the desktop and rename it. And then I put it in this folder. I already have one in there. I renamed it and put it in there. There it is right there. So next, what you want to do is go into the CMS, and you want, just go in the story, and you need to upload this picture into the CMS. So we're in the author page there, so let's go into the CMS, and we'll click on projects and then digital assets to upload the image. And once that loads, you're gonna go into here, you hit FS Digital, FS Com, and then the newsletter tab is right here. Once you click on that newsletter tab, this window drops down, and Visual Insights is right here. All of the ones that we've created are in here, and to upload a new image into there, so that Devonta Freeman one, you want to browse for it. This is the one that we just put in over here. Like I said, you usually want to rename it, but just since I'm just going through to show how to upload it, I'm not actually going to activate this image. I'll show you how to do that. So you click on upload, and then it's in here on the second page right here. And then you have to activate the image. Once you activate the image, it's in the system. See right here, I have this Devonta Freeman right here. That's what I did yesterday. So that image is already in the CMS. So then, now that the image is in there, you want to go back to the story, and you want to add an inline photo. And then you put in your position. So if you want position 5, and then you go in. Usually if you just upload the image, it'll be right there. So there it is, but I can't use this one because I didn't activate it. So we'll look for the other one I had that was in here, titled Freeman through week 11. So I'll type in to make sure I'm using FSCOM at the end. And I can search for it. And there it is. I'll just drag it into here. Image is in there now. And then in order to track these, we have to assign an image URL so that when they click on the image, it goes off to somewhere. Because right now, if the way we're using an imager didn't do that. So for that, we want to go to the game tracks page. That's just foxsports.com/NFL/scores. We'll find the corresponding game. So this is the game for this week. If you want to use an insight for a specific game that's earlier in the season or later in the season, you just go in and select from there. But we'll grab this, and then you just copy that link, and you put that in the image URL. And then on top of that, we have a campaign code that tracks the clicks to this. and that campaign code is the one I emailed you right here. And you can do two things. One, you can just add it to the end there, and that's what it is, and you're good to go. Or Jace Garcia pointed out to me that with these game tracks, each of them has the same URL, except the game track's ID is different for each game. So that one's 7416. If I were to click on a different game, it would have a similar ID. So for this Eagles Lions game on Thanksgiving, it's 7413. So one thing you could do is, if you don't want to have to get the link to the game tracks and then separately copy the campaign code, you can just save this whole link right here, which has the game tracks ID, the number of game tracks it is, and then the campaign code at the end. And then all you have to do is change the 4-digit code to whatever game tracks that is. So if you're doing this one, you do 7143. So those are two ways to do that. Whichever way you prefer, they both do the same thing. So let's go back to the story, and then you'll just hit OK, and there it is, and there you're good to go. One last thing you need to do is make sure you're adding the Visual Insights tag in here. So you just click on that. Spelled that wrong. So there it is right there, and you're good to go. After that, you're done. So that's pretty much it for getting those into the story. Just make sure you're tagging each time and using that code, because that's the only way we can track these. One thing on the tags is you have to tag them in the CMS. They don't work with Publish This. And then to add to that, if you notice anything wrong with the Visual Insight, or you want to make a suggestion, this report a bug or feedback button is really helpful for us, because going forward, we're gonna have a meeting with Visual Insights sometime next week, and we're gonna explain to them what we like, what we don't like, and the more feedback they have going into that meeting, the more suggestions they can consider and possibly give us some improvements for the product. So that's another important thing. So that's pretty much it. If you have any questions, if you feel free to reach out to me on Slack or email me. Glad to help out however I can. And as Brian's email stated, I will be working on Sundays from now on, so whenever you're looking for a story that you want to have Visual Insight in, reach out to me and I'll help get that put together. And I'll also be looking for Visual Insights to add into stories. So I'll be a support system on Sundays, so reach out to me and I'll help out as much as I can. Alright, that's pretty much it for the demo. Thank you for taking the time to watch, and I will talk to you soon.